Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Varsha S. And here I am giving you a tarot reading, and I'm using the deck The Light Seers Tarot. And I have two channels, so I upload my readings in Tarot Readings by Varsha S, but also on the other channel which I specifically made for channel messages, but I've also decided to upload my tarot readings there as well. So whichever channel that you're watching in, do check the other one out. And this is the tarot here, and I've already pulled some card out here. And the energy that I'm picking up on is a very bright and a very cheerful energy, but there's a little bit of chaotic energy here and there, but it's not that prominent. And we do have the devil card here. Wow, really, you can be like, Parsha, did you really have to start the reading with the devil card? But even though this card came out with all the cards, I think I've pulled at least some 20 cards or 21 cards, but in all those, this doesn't even come in the 21st place, because I feel like this is a dummy card at this point in this reading, because the devil is definitely trying to show up in your life, but you're smoking it. And no matter what the devil tries to do, you always win against that with flying colors. At this point, the devil is literally the fool. It's literally the dumb, idiotic bitch. I will say here, that is, no matter how it tries to show up around you, in the people around you, it might try to trigger you by making other people around you mad at you or try to have fights with you and all of that. But the energy that I'm picking up on is you're very calm and you're very focused on yourself. I don't know, purple could be significant. Like this is purple and this are purple, and my eye also went on that purple paper that I've stuck on my cupboard. Purple could be a really significant color, and you could have had some new ideas recently in your mind. This is Ace of Wands, and you can see that there's some sort of fire thing, enlightenment in the third eye area that suggests downloads that could be happening from your past life. Maybe you're receiving or you're unlocking your secrets, or you're unlocking your skills, your talents, and you're discovering new things about you. Maybe you could be on a deep journey of self-discoveration. This is not for a person. This is going to be a very specific reading for a very specific group of collective, and this collective here is on their end or at the depth of self journey and self discoveration and also self love. And this person is very kind, very patient, they have tunnel vision, and they're also heavily protected. And whoever you are, you're very, very, very heavily protected, and you have this enlightenment in you, like where you just know what to do, what to say, what not to say, how to behave, how to treat a certain person. Like you can read people like an open book, and this is why people are very intimidated by you. Like you could have met few people recently, or maybe they're your co-workers or anybody or anything, that they, when they come around you, they come out as very closed up, like they're very closed up, or they just don't say that much to you, because they know that no matter what you say, they always feel like you can read them, like you can just read them. And with the King of Pentacles here, you're very emotionally mature, and even if people are playing you, you will be the first one to catch on very early on if they are playing you or not. And you will be like, are these people trying to play me? Like, can they at least not make it so obvious? But it's not obvious, okay? They're not trying to make it obvious, but you are this enlightened being with the Ace of Wands, and this, you could have had your third eye chakra activated recently, and you're starting to see things from a divine higher perspective. And this is why when people try to play you or something, you are very, very quick to catch on, and if you want, you can play them back. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, because you choose peace. With the Queen of Wands here, you love your peace, you love your integrity. You're a very self-respected person. You have very strict moral values and boundaries, and you don't like crossing them. Like, you're the type of person you wouldn't lie to you wouldn't lie to a soul. It's not because that you don't want to lie to that person, it's just that these are your rules. Like, you don't want to lie to anybody, you don't want to lie to anybody. This is your rule. And you're a very kind person even to those people who are your enemy, because you know that if you were in that position, wherever your enemy could be in that position, you would want someone to help you. So you just help them because they're human just like you. Even if they are your enemy, even if they could have done the worst things that they did, and you might still end up helping them when they need somebody, not because you're accepting them back in your life or you love them or something like that. It's just because they're human just like you, and you want to be there, just like how you would want someone to be there for you when you are, or if you ever were to be in that situation. And I feel like that's genuinely one of the best things, or a best way of thinking a person could ever have. And even with all these strict boundaries and morals and values, you're a very playful person. Like, maybe you're a nature lover, you love hanging out, you love bike riding in nature and going on long drives. I'm seeing like a person who is, somewhere in the mountain or in Kashi or somewhere in the Himalayas or around the mountains with all the things packed up on their bag, and they're just riding. Maybe you could be going on a bike ride or a long trip to mountains soon, or like a trip in a car. Like, you love being by yourself. You definitely love your company and you don't mind being by yourself. But at the same time, sometime you come out as this very closed person. You become very protective of your space and your boundaries, that sometimes you might get too closed off, that you might not socialize at all. But at the same time, sometimes you put yourself out there in front of people, and lately you have been perfecting whatever that you're working on. Maybe confirmation burp, maybe you're working on yourself, on your career, on having the solid personality or whatsoever. There were some troubles recently that maybe made you feel like, yeah, things are working my way, but at the same time, I need to keep this going, I need to make this strong. Because you can see that she has everything that she wants. She has this light here indicating the enlightenment, that she has a very clear tunnel vision, but at the same time she's still focused in this glow kind of thing. That is, she's perfecting her skills. Like, she has already mastered her skill, but she is perfecting her skills. And with the Three of Cups, you definitely have a lot of things to celebrate. This was the first card that I pulled in this deck, and my eyes were being drawn to this. And the devil could be trying to leap back into your life. Maybe all the people that you left behind will start come crawling back into you. And just remember that whenever you're watching a tarot reading or a channeled message, if it feels right, then that message or that tarot reading is for you. But it doesn't necessarily mean that this is what you're going through at the right moment. This could be something that you have already went through in the past, or you could be going through in the present, or you might go through in the future. 8:41 on the timer, and 8:30 or 8:29 p.m. could be really significant for someone. Nighttime, 8 p.m., 7:30 p.m. for a reason. Maybe that was the time that you and your friends or whoever got together, used to have a lot of fun. I'm seeing a person sitting in front of a TV and watching TV. And yeah, so with the Three of Cups here, you're definitely gonna be having a lot of things to celebrate in the future, and I feel like this energy is approaching you very soon. And you still have a lot of things that you want for yourself. With the Two of Wands, it indicates that you have a plan, you have a certain goal in your life that you want to bring it into reality, and you know how to, and you're jotting it down. Like, for example, if you want to be artist, you will like, yeah, I want to be artist. What sort of niche do I want to have? What do I want to have? What sort of canvas do I need to buy? Am I watercolor artist? Am I acrylic artist? Or if I'm a fabric paint artist, or if I'm a creative artist, what is my niche? then go deeper into that, like what type of art do I want to create. And I feel like you guys are a very creative collective. That is why I got the example of art. And there's a globe here and there's a letter here, her writing something, an image of car. This could be really significant. You guys could be traveling a lot soon, and maybe you're gonna be very famous in the future, that for your work or for your concerts you will be traveling a lot into this world, because obviously you're gonna host concerts all over the world, so you'll be traveling a lot. Travel could be really significant here, and the universe is definitely giving you a lot of ideas and that you're jotting it down. But at the same time, I see you doing a lot of charitable work. Maybe in future you become a very successful billionaire person and you want to help the world, and you go and help the world and you open a lot of trust funds into the world where you actually want to solve world problems or world hunger. So this is definitely a person who has a very, very high ambitions. And now, until now, I actually picked up masculine energy, but there was also a little bit of feminine energy here. Now, when I say masculine energy, I don't just mean men, or when I say feminine, I don't just mean women. That was the energy that I was picking up on. And now, for all the divine feminines, that is for the females watching here, you're gonna be meeting a person in future, and if you're a male, then you will be meeting a woman, and this is what will happen to you. Because now I'm talking about the masculine, I'm talking about the male, the divine masculines. So there's gonna be a partnership here. You will meet a person who's gonna be very soul focused on you. This is a very divine connection. You can see the way they're looking into each other's soul. It's like they just see into each other's soul and they just know, and it's gonna be a very intimate relationship. When I mean intimate, I don't just mean the physical part, I mean even the soul, mind, emotional connection is gonna be so intense that in this, the souls are gonna be having intimacy. Like, that is how intimate this connection is gonna be. And this person, whoever you're meeting, they're gonna be sure about you, but they may not approach you at first because they really want to be sure. They don't want to waste their time. It doesn't matter if you're attractive, you have the money, you have the figure, or you have the body that they like, or it's not like they don't care about the appearance. They do. They want a beautiful partner. But at the same time, more important to them is a person who is loyal, who will understand them, who will accept their flaws, who doesn't expect them to be, this perfectionism that doesn't exist, like over roof. But at the same time, they want a person who will show up as their best self in the relationship. And that is why this person could take their sweet time, but they definitely are keeping an eye on you, and they will approach you when they think that the time is right, because they don't want to be rejected by you. They'll only approach you when they clearly know that you have some type of feelings for them as well, and it's going to be definitely 100% success rate, or else they will still take more time to figure you out. But I'm seeing that you're very unpredictable. Now I'm talking for the females here, and if you're a male watching, you will meet a woman who is going to be very unpredictable. Like, you will be trying to read this woman out, and this woman is going to be very unpredictable because you have just never met a person like that, and you're not able to predict her. And you think one day you know her, then the next day you'll be like, you don't even know her. And it's basically gonna be a very interesting it's gonna be a very interesting person, because when you meet a very unpredictable person, but they also end up surprising you in amazing ways, you're gonna be like, interesting, I did not see this coming. Okay, now you have my attention. Like, it's like that, and why did I pick up this card again? I already finished this card. You're definitely working on yourself. You're not working on yourself, like you're perfecting something that you have already worked on yourself. This is not the initial stages of self-development or self-realization. This is, it's like you're halfway there. Like, you have already finished the halfway, not even halfway there. Like, it's like you're in 60-70% deep of self-realization, of the self worth or this self discovery and this self journey, and you're gonna make it. And to be honest, this is your confirmation, because I know that you know that you're gonna make it. With the Nine of Cups here, this is gonna be you. You're gonna be having so much abundance in your life, it's gonna be overflowing. You can see this person is jumping in the air with all the things that he has acquired. There's so much gold here, there's so many cups, and the yellow here literally represents the gold, the wealth, the abundance, the financial abundance. But I don't just see financial abundance, I'm also seeing inner peace and inner clarity, that mental peace that people need to have first to be abundant and rich in life. Because rich doesn't just mean money, it also means having inner peace. And I'm seeing a very calculative person. I'm picking up on a little bit of businessman energy here. And maybe you are a person who likes to invest in some kind of business or in trading or trust fund or bank. That's why I'm giving a lot of that. But you're also a very creative person. There's also a collective watching who has a very creative side, like artistic side, musical side, and people who like to travel the world, discover, learn about people. And with the Queen of Pentacles here, you're a very intuitive being, and this is what you're perfecting. When I told that I picked up this card, this is what you're perfecting. You're perfecting on how to be more intuitive, so that when something comes into your life, you will know in a short period of time, or at least instantly. Your mission is to know instantly if it's for you or not. Imagine you met a person and you're on a business meeting. You want to read the person energetically and figure out you can trust this person or not. Is this business meeting or this business objective goal is going to be successful or not? Are they going to fumble up? Are they going to trust me or not? Can I trust them? Are they going to mess all the budget that we have invested in this business? Or are they going to take that budget and invest it somewhere else and not say it to me or not mention it to me? What is going to happen in the future? Now all these questions just answered with one or two questions by just reading the person's energy who's sitting in front of you through your intuition. Because intuition is a very strong connection between you and the higher self. Because whatever I'm saying right now, for the past 16 minutes of this video, I know what I said, but before starting this video I didn't know what I was gonna say, because I was still reading the energy. Because I have to give you this reading, I have to pick up and tap into your energies to tell you what is going on in your life, or what will happen, or what might happen, and to give you a little bit of guidance of what you need to hear, or all the things, or to give you at least predictions or guidance, most importantly. Because tarot is not about predicting, it's about giving you guidance of what you need to hear. So when something like this comes up, you'll be prepared, because you would have watched it somewhere. And that is what I am doing here, and this is what even you're trying to achieve as well. You don't want to be 100% perfect, you just need to have that clarity of yes or no, if you can do it or if you can't, is it gonna be possible or not. And I see you succeeding in this. I see you succeeding in this. Look at this woman here, sitting there with her abundance or everything that she has achieved, and she's just relaxing because she knows that she's worth it and she's deserved it. And this is not just she, it's both, or all the genders that are watching here. This is actually you. I'm referring to you, the person who's sitting across the screen. This is you. I guess that is why I have some leaf with me here. This is a fake one. This is just for the decoration. But this one here is a real one. And the fact that I get this card where she's covered with trees and leaves. She's even wearing it on her head. And it's just very, very bold confirmation that this is you. This is your destiny. This is your goal. This is where you're perfecting yourself to be this intuitive, calm, abundant being. When anything comes your way in your life, nothing will stop you, and you will get, or you will reach your destiny no matter what. And you know this, and I'm just here to tell you that you're on the right path, and just keep on doing it. You definitely have the Queen of Swords as well, but you're very calculative person, and you love being logistic. You love being like, okay, let's come to reality, let's just not go up in the cloud. I'm getting a lot of businessman energy, or I'm getting people who are very calculative. But I want to tell you that there's no point in being very calculative, because this is like life is life, stop being so calculative. I understand maybe it's your job, it's your career, or all the things that has happened to you in the past, and you're being very calculative, you're being strategic when you meet the person. Even though you love that person, you're being very calculative, you're reading all their moves, you're trying to read between the lines, if they're gonna fumble you, if they're cheating on you, or if they might cheat on you, or if this person is correct for you, are they worth it or not. Like, until and unless you really try, you will never know. At the same time, overthinking is also calculating. So if you think like, I'm being strategic, I'm gonna calculate the situation and trying to read the person, even that is overthinking, and you're just renaming it as being calculative, but that's overthinking as well. So that's why I'm saying, instead of being overthinking, just listen to your intuition. That is more than enough. Like, when you meet the person, how do you feel like, and then talk through the meeting, and or you meet a friend, you try to hang out with them, a new person, be with them for a while, and then come back home once the meeting is done and see how you feel about the person. Something that just naturally comes to your mind, that you just start thinking or recalling every conversation that you had with that person, and you're just thinking like, okay. And then that is how you know if you can trust that person or not. Everything cannot be instant. Sometimes it does take time. Even if it's less time, the only thing is to make it short period of time, so that you can figure it out in short period of time. But sometimes good things take time, so it's important to be patient. And I'm seeing that you could have been stuck in some sort of karmic cycle, because in the Two of Swords she's been blindfolded, and but at the same time, she sort of knows this, like what is going on. She's not scared. So if any problems or any type of situations were up to come to your life, you'll be like, yeah, I already know this. Like, I've already been in this problem before, so I'm just gonna like take my time, because I've already done this before. And you have a lot of angelic guidance and protectance, so definitely your soul tribe or whoever you pray to, they're trying to protect you your best. Like, if you believe in God or universe, like, you're protected. But at the same time, you rely more on yourself. Maybe you could be atheist, maybe you don't believe in God. I'm picking up a energy of a person who relies on themselves a lot, rather than praying to God or to universe, because they believe that they have the capability and they can handle the situation. So, but there were a little bit of trouble around the people, because this is a Five of Wands energy, maybe some sort of competition or some sort of chaotic energy around you in your workplace, in a business meeting or whatsoever. And that karma is gonna get people. So when a person does dirty to you, you will see that this person is, whatever that they did is not good. But at the same time, you have this judgmental energy where you see the person, you judge them, you're like, is this person fit to be in my life? Two confirmation verbs. Is this person fit to be in my life? Is this a kind of business contract that I want to do right now? No? Okay. I don't want to invest my time in this. I don't want to invest anything in that. I'll just continue with my life. And I feel like you have a little bit of stingy energy, maybe, because this woman here, she's successful. She has all her money, or she has all her abundance, and she's just not looking anywhere, and she's just with her. And the energy that I'm picking from this card is very closed off, very stingy energy, and you're very calculative. You're not open to things in your life, and you're definitely healing from a lot of things that has happened in your life, because this woman is literally in her nest and she's removed her heart and kept it aside. Maybe you're trying to think from your brain, you're not thinking from your space of heart, you're thinking from your space of mind. And sometimes you like being perfect, because earlier I was like, even though I was trying to go in a little bit of depth and try to give you a reading of what exactly you need to hear, I was still getting this thing in my, like, why am I dragging this so much? Maybe I should just finish this video in 15 minutes. Why do I need to drag this? Because this is not my energy. I'm tapping into your energy. So I'm getting it like, maybe you just want to get into a meeting, just get it done in 10 minutes. You don't want to waste your energy and just get out of the door and just continue. That is how calculative you have become. And I feel like this could get toxic in future, because this is a very toxic energy to be, just to be very calculative and to just work or think from a space of your mind instead of from the space of your heart, and being calculative, overthinking, reading between every lines. And Maybe you're the person who has only a little bit of hope left in your life because of all the things that you've been through. Because I touched my hope necklace, and I even wore this necklace. Like, I did not wear this necklace the whole day. I just changed this before this reading because I was being called on to maybe Jesus or Christ or Christianity is very significant to a person. And this actually has Jesus in it, even though I'm not Christian. But I really love this necklace and it symbolizes hope, and I was being called on to that. Maybe it's significant for a person. And the last card that I have here is Ace of Swords. You're definitely getting a lot of new ideas, and you should start journaling with every idea that you get in your life, every thought. You could, process your thought pattern. You could go back and recollect, why did you say the things that you said to that person? Like, what made you say that to them, and what makes you believe that that person is this way? Like, you can go and recall and think, why do you think the way you think? Why are you the way you are? Why do you dress the way you dress? Why do you speak the way do you speak? Like, why? It's just of self-reflection, self-thought, and self-understanding, so that you get to know yourself more. And the more you know yourself, the more you will be easily be able to read others and tell them. And recently there could be some things that are struggling you, because I'm seeing a person with the Five of Pentacles. There's key right there with them, like the solution is right there, but they're still trying to focus on the problem. And there's a lot going on in this reading. One side, the person is very intuitive, then the next side they become very calculated, then the next time they operate from their mind and close their heart off, and the next time they become very jolly because of the Page of Wands. They try new things, they're full of ambition and passion, and the next time they all of a sudden become very closed off and they become very stingy. And then the next time they're very confident, they're very logistic, and then the next time they're stuck in this sort of energy. It's like very back and forth energy. With the Page of Pentacles here, you're definitely receiving a lot of abundance, that is for sure. But since you keep going back and forth, this could be stressing you a lot. One day you're this, next day you feel like you went back to your old cycles, and the next day you think you're getting out of it, but then you think, and this is all just happening in your mind. This is not happening for real. Like, you're just overthinking it again and again, and you're gonna have something to celebrate soon. You're definitely gonna be recognized by public a lot. Maybe you're very popular, or you have few things. I'm seeing sports t-shirt, or even a person who's launching their own merch, because I am actually wearing a customized merch. It's a customized merch t-shirt, and I was really being on call to wear this t-shirt. Like, I changed twice, and I was like, yeah, this is the t-shirt that I'm meant to wear, and now I know why. And you are gonna be definitely recognized a lot, because in this there's a person, it feels like she's standing in front of a stage and she's just like, yay, hooray, hooray. And that's how it's gonna be. And you're definitely going through a lot of death of your ego, death of your old thinking or old belief or your old cycle, and you're having a lot of rebirth. Like, you're literally in the self discovery of self journey of why you are the way you are, and you're discovering new sides about you, and you're not afraid of taking risks. You're ready to take risks because you don't want to have any regrets in your life. You rather have done it and realize that it's not for you, than rather have not done it and to keep whole thinking the whole life, what if I had done that? What if I had talked to her? What if I had said this to him? What if I said that I loved her? What if I said yes to that person? What would have happened? Like, what would be my life right now if I took that decision, if I said yes to that person? You definitely don't want to have regrets. It's rather to have done and to have realized it's not for you. So that's why you're not like blindly, but you have this self-assurance that no matter what happens, you will be able to figure it out. And I'm seeing a person who's taking charge, who's like, yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. If I'm gonna succeed or not, it's fine. I don't know. It's fine even if I didn't succeed. At least I'll know that I tried. And with the Knight of Swords, you can see the person is running towards the bike. It's like he's trying to go somewhere. And this could be you. You're recently be like, yeah, I want to try this out, if it works for me or not, if it's me or not. And this is actually a very good sign. And you have been in your hermit mode, where you're trying to self-reflect so that you know everything about you that you need to know, why you are the way you are, why you made the mistakes that you made, or why do you have a certain dreams or goals in your life. Like, what does it add? Is it for the status or for power, or is it something that you wanted for yourself, or going back into the real reason of why? And you're definitely a very, very, very knowledgeable person. I'm also seeing a person who's very spiritual as well, so you could be a very spiritual person, and you're juggling a lot of things. Of course, this card has to come with everything that is going on here. I definitely picked up on this energy. You're juggling a lot of things, like a multitasking person, and this is gonna be you. The King of Swords, the Tower moment, like you have definitely had a lot of realizations in your life, and that is why you're in this Hierophant era of your life where you're like, you have all the knowledge that you needed to have, and now you're able to think clearly, and you don't even need to be that calculative. You just know, because you're able to recognize the pattern, you're able to crack that pattern of why things were happening the certain way, why were people showing up the way that you didn't want them to show up, or why were people showing up in a certain perspective that you thought that they would not. You're definitely able to crack the pattern and sort of read things, like see things from a different perspective, and you're definitely happy about this. Like, you think that people don't know, but people do know that you're smart, but at the same time you know that you're smart, and you don't care if people know that or not. Like, you're like, yeah, I'm able to read them, I know what their intentions are with me, so actually I have all the balls in my court, so I have nothing to worry about, because you are this King of Wands. You know, like, you, when you just want something, you just go and get it. Look at the confidence of this person. This person is literally tunnel vision and just holding the wand there with fire, and he's just looking at the person and just smiling. He's like, yeah, I want you, and I'm coming and getting you, and I know you'll say yes because I'm everything that you wanted. And this is not a person, if this person were ever to be in love with a person, they will only approach that person. Like you, I'm talking about you, and you're, this is I'm also picking up a love energy from this. I'm also picking up a love energy, like you will be meeting a person in future, and all the love readings that I give in my channel are gonna be the one that you're gonna marry or you're gonna end up. So this doesn't mean that you will meet this person in 2 months or 3 months or 6 months. This could be reading which will happen in 10 years in future, you know, 15 years or 5 years in future, or 5 months in future, or maybe this has already happened for you and you already met the love of your life. You know, it is like that. So all the love readings that I give in my channel are about the one, and it takes time to find the one, and there is no timing, because tarot readings are meant to be timeless. And sometimes you read a whole tarot reading or you watch a whole tarot reading, sometimes whatever that I said in a video happens in a very short period of time, but all the rest of the things that I said in a video happens 10 years later, but they will happen. Like, you will experience it only if it's meant for you. If the reading is not meant for you, it's not gonna happen even in a billion years, because it's not meant for you, you know. So this person, the King of Wands, a person that you will be meeting, they are the kind of person, like, they will only come into your life if they know that they can make you happy. Like, they believe in equal partnerships. Like, they want to be with a person who gives them as much as they give them. It's like, I give you my 100%, you give me your 100%, and we are going to be in it for life. And obviously they don't want to traumatize you, or they don't want to hurt you, they want to cheat on you, they don't want to do anything. They just want to see you happy and give you the love, and they're not even expecting anything back in return, but at the same time they want to be loved just as much as they are loving you, because love is supposed to be unconditional. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that you just give and you don't receive anything, because relationships are give and take. You give your love and then you take their love. Like, or else why would you be in a relationship if you don't want to give and take love? So this was the reading, you guys, and there's a lot going on in this reading, and I don't even know. This is actually the first time where I am picking up on this kind of calculative energy, because I am not a very calculative person. I just mostly listen to my intuition and to my body and to how I'm feeling, and then act upon that. But this is a person who thinks a lot through their mind, and this is stressing me out because I don't think this way. I'm not a very calculative person, and all the best to this person Whoever you are, all the best to you, because being calculative all the time is very stressful. Like, it's like exam में भी मैं इतना नहीं सोचती. And if you didn't understand what I said, then definitely comment where you are from, because the language that I just spoke right now is Hindi, and I'm from India and I live in Karnataka in Bangalore currently until I relocate. And let me know where you're watching this YouTube video from. If you're from Bangalore, US, America, Canada, London, or India, or Mumbai, or Delhi, or Nanada. What is Nanada? Or Noida? Noida exists. Nanada, I think that's not a place. So wherever you're from, comment down, and definitely comment down 555 and 444, because 555 is the angel number for transformation and 444 is for protection. You could be seeing a lot of angel numbers, or you will see angel numbers, because there will be a lot of synchronicities that will happen in your life to keep reminding you that you are exactly where you're meant to be. And that is when you will see 12 12, 13 13, 14, or even repetitive numbers like 8282 or 1331. This is the way that universe or God is trying to send you signs through all these things around you, that you know that you're on the right path, that you're exactly where you're meant to be. And listen to your intuition more, and just keep giving your full self. And if you make a mistake, just learn from it and don't do it again. It doesn't have everything doesn't have to be so calculative. Everything doesn't have to be so mathematical and physics, like it doesn't matter. Even if you're a nerd, one or the other day you will be bored of just doing maths all day or just doing physics all day. So it's rather better to be intuitive and just listen to your body and to what you're feeling at that moment. Confirmation burp. Somebody here really needed to hear this. Oof. I'm gonna end this reading here, or else I will go crazy with this calculative energy. And with that, let me know if this video resonated with you guys. And with that, I will see you guys in my next YouTube video. Till then, take care. Bye bye. And I love you guys so much.